Listen, I just came across an article where they said that Styles P is demanding answers as it pertains to BLM, the Black Lives Matter movement. He wants to know where the donations going. Like, who's in control of the donation? Who's the treasurer of the organization? Like, where is the money going? And I won't speak too much on that because he definitely has a valid perspective and a valid point. So many times we get caught up in what we think is for us, and it might not have been created with our best interests at heart. It might not even been created by us. We're just the face of it. So be careful and understand that. But I definitely understand and agree with his perspective. And that's how we got to start thinking as individuals, as rappers, as artists in general. We have to follow sometimes the whole timeline of everything that's going on. Sometimes we have to follow the money. He's wondering where the donations are going. Who's the treasurer? Sometimes we have to follow the money in that manner as it relates to our music, as it relates to our art form, as it relates to who pays us. Because if we're being paid, that means someone else is profiting before we even get paid. And that's not a bad thing, but at least know where it all stems from. So if we think like that and we understand that what we do as rappers, as artists, is an art form, and it has the ability to create a brand, to participate in the creation process, which is pretty much something that we have to do. Otherwise, we feel unfulfilled in life. And we're doing these things in hopes that it returns or gives us a return on an investment, monetary profit and things of that nature. But we're not thinking about it holistically, because if we were thinking about it from a holistic angle of where does it lead up to, then we'll figure out ways and avenues for us to make money more than just by being an artist. We have to look at certain brands that we're using, certain companies that we're using, certain platforms that we're using, and see, okay, who created this company? Who founded this company? Is there a way that I can have ownership in this company? Because a lot of times we use different platforms and we glorify them and we highlight them and we brand them and we shout them out and we tell people to go visit this site all the time, but we have zero ownership in that company. So it's not to say that it's a bad thing that someone else may control or own it, but we need to at least know. And if it's a way that we could participate and have some dominance in it from an ownership standpoint or profiting standpoint by investing our dollars into something that yields some form of a profit, then that's the way to go. So I really want to just highlight the thought process behind what Styles P said. Yeah, he has some definitely accurate perspectives. So that's not to shy away from that, because I salute it, and that's a question you should ask yourself as well. But what else are you participating in? What else are you rolling with and pushing that you don't know the ins and outs of, or you don't know exactly where it started? And if you get to where it started, who it started by, why it started, then it's a chance that you might be able to have some ownership in it. So I'm more so talking from an investment, an asset accumulation standpoint, a wealthy rapper standpoint. Because as you know, on this channel, I like to talk about things that help you as an artist think from a wealthy mentality. And sometimes it's just pulling back the layers of the onion until you get down to the level, down to the core of where everything started. And that's where the money truly is. I'm learning, I'm teaching as I learn, and I just thought that was an interesting article, interesting perspective, and I wanted to flip it and come from a thought process that we all must learn to adopt. Because if you're not questioning everything, then you're falling for anything. Cinco Smith signing out. Oh yeah, subscribe, like, whatever you got to do. And if you're an artist and you want to understand how to create multiple streams of income, even if you never get a record deal, click the link below. And if you don't see a link below, visit wealthyrapper.com. Exactly how it sounds, wealthyrapper.com. And grab your free video where I break down certain things that I think can benefit you monetarily. Salute.